For us, the reason we're on the road and the reason we're mobile wasn't a draw. We accidentally got an RV. We weren't shopping for RVs, it was just a trade of vehicles. We had this RV sitting at home for a couple weeks and we decided, oh, let's take it to go to the races. We're into dirt track racing. We took it to go to the races and really enjoyed the experience. But a week before that, you would have told us one day you're gonna live on the road or even own an RV, we would have told you to screw off. You know, the first season we had the RV, then we decided we needed something a little bigger. I started looking at school buses. With school buses, everything was fine, but a coach came up and at a really, really good price. We built the coach, used it for a season to go to the races. It was great. We started taking longer and longer trips. When we get back to what was our house, we'd look at it and go, well, why don't we just stay in the bus? We went from having a very charged lifestyle of the house, the garage, the business, the collector cars, all the tools and all that, to everything we own is now parked here. Welcome to the LaCroix Cruiser. Come on in. This is the driver's compartment. We have the Google Maps there as we're driving. You'll notice the switches above the radio. We have 4 speakers for the driver, 4 speakers for the passenger, 4 speakers for the surround sound of the living room, 4 in the bedroom, and 2 outside. So we're able to switch the sound to where we want it in the bus. Air ride seat, nice and comfortable. We have the 2 armrests. We have 4 cameras. 1 aiming straight out the back, 1 aiming down at the hitch, and then 1 out either side. Passenger seat, same seat as the driver's seat, but with 1 very important modification, a footrest. The level of the seat is actually just a little higher than the dash, so you have this amazing panoramic view as you're being driven across the country. Now we have this nice little closet here. It slides out where we can keep our hoodies, our jackets, and everything, and it just slides away. Above my head is one of our 2 mini splits. It's a 12,000 BTU mini split. Keeps us cool, keeps us warm. It's not our primary source of heat, but it is our primary source of cooling. Runs off the batteries. We have 4,100 watts of solar on the roof. We have 21,000 watt hours of lithium iron phosphate batteries, meaning that we can go 3 days covered in snow and not have to worry about it. The upper cabinets, all down both sides, we built ourselves. They're IKEA doors, but we used our own hardware and the own cabinets. Inside the cabinet is one of our secret weapons here. When we built this bus, the walls were finished before we had 1 wire in the bus. There are no wires within the walls anywhere. What we do have is wire chases. So this center light is actually a full-length wire chase. We have a full-length wire chase down this side, a full-length wire chase down that side, and also at floor level we have 2 full-length wire chases. That way our wires are not in the walls. Our living space, we have this sofa with this beautiful cover on it. Unfortunately, it was designed for an RV, and the quality of the leather after about a year just started flaking, so we have this beautiful cover on it. Above it we have our projector, and we have our TV screen over here, and that projector will fill the whole screen. But the day that we don't want to be looking at a TV on the wall, now we have our lovely view. Up here you can also see our wiring chase, one of them. So every wire is labeled every 2 feet, and there's tubes every 1.5 feet, so the wires are well supported. The other side, we have the sofa on this side. If we have people with us, they can sit here and get a bit of heat from the fireplace. There's not a lot of heat from it. You're not going to heat the bus with this, but you are going to get a nice flame. These are cabinets we built ourselves. Nice long drawer for all our electronic stuff. They lock at the push of a button. We have the printer and just a little extra table space. Filing cabinet over here. So same thing. These little tables flip up. And when we have our grandkids, they can sit here and eat, or my wife occasionally will put her computer here if the view out this side is better than the view out the other side. These benches also come over to the table to extend the table, and the table has a leaf that pops in to here, giving us a 54-inch wide table, and the 54-inch is a significant number because it's the same size as a double mattress. The bus we're in now is our 3rd bus. It's a 1995 MCI 102 DL3. The engine is a 12.7 liter Detroit diesel Series 60, roughly around 450 horsepower and 1,600 foot-pounds of torque. The design lifespan of a coach is generally 30 years or 3 million miles. We're at 1.2 million, so very low mileage for a coach. The build took us a year and a half of very, very full time. We used a lot of B-grade materials. We used a lot of used items as well. so we were able to keep the budget down considerably. The coach is a very easy vehicle to drive. It's a lot of fun to drive as well. You know, we have power, we have speed, we have the comfort, and it actually handles quite well. We've gone to a purposely very small sink. This fits our biggest pot. All the bottoms are drawers. We don't like doors. Drawers are great. This is our junk drawer, and yeah, it fits around the sink. We have 5-inch drawers, 10-inch drawers, and 15-inch drawers, so we can put larger things at the bottom. We have the coffee maker, obviously. We have our ice maker in this one. Over here, we have our appliance garage. In the appliance garage, we have our ice cream maker, we have our microwave, we have our Breville oven, we have a waffle maker, an air fryer, of course the Berkey. One of the inconvenient things of the Berkey is filling it up. So we plumbed in a nice little valve here and a mirror to see where the water is. That way we don't have to move the Berkey, and as we're going down the road, our Berkey has its own little seat belt. And when we don't want to see this, we close the doors. We use a gas stove, propane. The reason for gas, we both love to cook. And have you ever seen a commercial restaurant with an electric stove? Probably not. The refrigerator is a 15 cubic foot inverter style. You'll notice up here, we have 2 fuse boxes, and all the items on this side of the bus have those fuse boxes, and I have another set of fuses on the other side. There's no wires crossing over the bus. For locking our drawers, we have magic, and that magic is this. Notice the drawer opens nice and easily, the self-closing IKEA drawers, they're fun, but when we want to lock it, we have a bit of magic. Well look, now they're locked. As we progress through the bus, we enter the bathroom. The bathroom is 8 feet by 8 feet. The reason we have, or we can have such a large bathroom, we have no hallway. So our hallway is the center of the bathroom. Cabinets, once again IKEA, we've customized them a little bit. These ones, to lock them, we actually use an electromagnet. When the ignition of the bus is turned on, all these doors automatically lock. Turn the ignition of the bus off, the doors are unlocked. We have our electrical system there. Every wire, like I said, is identified every 2 feet, and with the cheat sheet here. So we've numbered them, so the wires are identified by the number, and it tells us what they're going to. We have hot water running through the floors, and we have dedicated heat exchangers in every room with a thermostat in every room as well. For hot water, we have a normal RV propane hot water tank. This door has its place here, it locks in. Also closes off the bathroom. Our washer dryer, probably the biggest paperweight we have in here. They're great if you have access to water. Electricity is not a problem. And yes, they do take a bit of time, about 2 hours to do a load, 2.5 hours. But they take 20 gallons of water at their most economical setting. Above the washer dryer, we have all our solar paraphernalia. We have 4 solar charge controllers. The reason we have 4, we've split the system up on the roof to different areas. So if we're backed up against a building or against a tree, since we have 4 separate sections, if one is down, we still have 75%. Under the washer dryer, one very important thing that we missed on both our first builds. So we have 2 big drawers to put our dirty laundry, so we can separate the colors beforehand. When they get full, we go to laundromat, have an ice cream, come back, and put our clothes away where it belongs. We chose to go with a standard RV toilet. A lot of people in the schoolie community are afraid of the RV toilet. First of all, it doesn't take as much water as you'd think. When you're flushing it, it takes maybe a 1/4 cup of water. Not that much. The other thing is we have a combined waste tank. And the combined waste tank makes it so that we never have to worry about the black tank being stuffed up. You still have to dump your gray somewhere. Our gray just has the black combined with it. We have our sink, we have our medicine cabinet. The sink actually comes from a Midwest. If you're a Midwesterner, you know what Menards is. This came from Menards. This was the first thing we bought for our bus and one of the only new things in the bus. The cabinets in the bathroom are all IKEA cabinets. We have actual ceramic tile on the countertops. The shower is a standard 36-inch household shower. Marketplace find, once again, $100 with the taps. We have 2 vent fans, and you can actually see the thickness of our ceiling when you look here as well. They're the MaxxAir. We didn't get the ones with remote control. They're the 10 speed, but we can reach, so we don't need a remote control. We don't travel to go to places. We're the worst tourists you'll ever meet. We travel really to meet people. At this event, we're at Schoolie Swarm, or other events that we go to like Bus Bonanza and We tend to be a gathering hub for people. We have an outdoor kitchen that's a lot of fun. We cook for everyone, or potlucks, things like that, but it's the human interaction that we're searching out. This really is a community, and you can live in a neighborhood for 20 years and not know the person that's 3 doors away from you. 200 or so rigs here right now. We know at least half of them by name. You can let your kids run free as long as they know to come back for supper, and even if they don't come back for supper, someone's fed them. Welcome to the bedroom. Great size for us. It's not huge. We don't have a king size bed. We have a standard double bed. That's all we need. The bed folds up, goes between these 2 columns, and my desk comes down from the bed. These columns are multifunctional. First of all, they hold up the bed. So when the bed goes up, we have pins that pop out to hold the bed in place. They store additional clothing, and we have our night side tables in there. We have a full width closet going across the back. We have cabinets, so our clothes storage up here, and of course we can light our closet up if we want to. We have the mini split that is dedicated just to the bedroom. On the outside, you'll notice we have a little different paint job. It is truck bed liner. When we're driving through tight areas, we can hear a branch scrape the whole length of the bus, and we just wave at it. It's great. One of the advantages of a coach is the basement, and we have a lot of things going on in the basement. This is our outdoor kitchen. On this side, we have our outdoor fridge and our smoker, and we have a propane fire pit up here. With the magic of electricity, also goes up. Once it's up, cutting boards on either side. This one is a griddle, this one is a grill, and we can also swap off the grill for a pizza oven. We have our electrical system on this side. We have the main cutoff switch. We have cutoff switches for both inverters. And on the ceiling, we have our 4 solar charge controllers. All the wiring is labeled every 2 feet, like everything else. This door scares a lot of people because it holds a 189-gallon fuel tank. And here's the battery bay. And we have a major switch to turn it off and on. We carry a recovery strap just in case. And we have the Element fire extinguishers hidden throughout the bus. The third bay, we have a lot going on here. Starting with these are the exhaust pipes for the generator and for our heating system. They go up, out through the bus. We have our toolbox that's also on a slide out, so we have easy access to our tools. In this section, we have our waste tank, 135 gallons. We have our fresh water tank at 125. They fit in there nicely. We carry a lot of tools with us. One of the most important tools in a bus build, the Craig jig. If you don't have one, you need one. A few things going on back here. The 12.7 liter Detroit diesel engine. A lot of tuners out there really like their intercoolers. On a bus this size, that's the size of your intercooler. We normally tow a car, we have the Blue Ox system for that. It actually ties into the air brakes of the vehicle. We recently had an accident with our tow vehicle. We used to tow a Hyundai Veloster. It is no longer. We have a new one on the way. Engine access on these buses is actually quite simple. So we have access to this side of the engine here. On the other side, we have access as well. We also have access from over top through the closet and the bedroom floor. The tires on this are 315/80 or 12R 22.5, a little wider than a school bus because we're carrying a lot more weight. Here we have our hot water heater, standard propane RV hot water heater. Below it, we have our water bay, and we teach detailing. So we carry all our detailing tools in here. This bay is heated. It never goes below 50 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the other side of our electrical bay. So again, lots of storage, and we also have a generator. The generator is not tied into the bus in any way. The generator actually only powers a plug that's here, and then we can plug into that. A lot of people are afraid of getting into this lifestyle and afraid of the unknown. Don't be afraid of going out there and doing it yourself. Also make sure that you're building it for yourself. A lot of people will build it for Instagram, or they'll build it for TikTok or YouTube, and this is what I saw and this is what I want. But analyze what you actually want and what you actually need. Don't forget to subscribe to Mobile Dwellings, give them a thumbs up, and if you have comments, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer all your questions and comments. And you can find us at LaCroix Cruiser. Simply go to TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook.